So with the help of Claude Code, I've created a voice-to-text tool that has really improved my workflow, and it's to the point now where I want to share it with folks, show you what I did, and show you how you can implement it today. It's super easy, so here we go. So here's the code for the tool. I use VS Code, and then within VS Code, I use the Claude Code extension. I do have a subscription, but what I really want to show you here is the prompt that I asked it to create once we were finished with creating the tool. I'm going to share this with you, and the idea is that you can take this prompt, feed it into your coding tool of preference, and have your AI agent of preference build the tool for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this tool. If you look down here, I've got this little icon. It's my Wispr voice-to-text tool. All right. So I'm going to keep that running for now, but I'm going to kill it here shortly. Just delete it, and we're going to rebuild it. So I think what I want to do, though, is I want to do a backup. Nah, I'll just delete it. So this is the folder the project lives in. What I'll do is the build prompt is in the root of the folder. I'm just going to delete the code. So we'll move it to cycle bin, delete permanently. Now, it's because I have it open here. Delete permanently. Busy error. Oh, maybe because I have it running, so let me go ahead and kill it. Quit, retry, and now it's gone, right? So I don't have it anymore. My hotkey that I set up was Control. I hit that now, it's not working. All I have is my build prompt. So to get this going, this is the conversation I had when I was debugging the tool previously. But what I'll do is I'll just start a new conversation. And so I've been using, if you do /model here, you can see I've been using Claude Opus 4.5 for this particular one. So in this case, I haven't done it this way before, but I'm just going to do /init. And basically what that does is it asks Claude to have a look at the project folder to get an idea of what's going on here. You know, one thing I should have done is maybe deleted this. Oh, there's not much going on there, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so it has the plan. So it's created Claude code or Claude.md for Wispr voice to text. Or no, it's going to create Claude MD for Wispr voice to text build specifications. Repository overview. So it's looking at the build report, content strategy, blah, 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 blah. But it's getting the information from the build prompt. and just showing the file structure, what the requirements are, which I already have going. So I'm going to accept this plan, and it's going to go to work. So when I initially did this, the current version, I did try to do this a couple months ago, and what happened was kind of got in my own way with hung up on what the visual should look like for the floating window that appears when you're doing the voice to text. Let's see what's going on here. And so I stopped that particular project and haven't touched it for a couple months, and Claude 4.5 come out, and yesterday I decided to revisit the project and had some success. All right, so I want you to build this for me. Just do this. Increase the size a little bit so it's easier to see. So I created a folder, added requirements. It's building a recorder script, transcriber script, UI, say script. Like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't. It's building stuff. Trust me. What I did is at one point I was just using a batch file, and there's a text window that comes up when it runs with the batch file. So I asked it to come up with a way to silently launch the tool, and it came up with the launch.vbs. So it's basically the executable. You double click this and it launches the application. It shows up in the system tray bar. You can set it up to run automatically when Windows starts. This is something I will do. I use it all the time. So now it's creating the main application. So one thought I had was, I'd feed this to other tools, maybe some free tools to see if it will work. I may get into that, but I'm not going to use all the tools out there to verify that this works with them. But if you guys give me feedback, I could enhance this build prompt to make sure it works for different tools, because I do plan on sharing it. I'm going to put it in a Git repository, make it public. This way people can grab the build prompt or the application if they want, but I suggest just running with the build prompt because I don't know, I like the idea of creating it locally. That way you can see what's going on, understand or learn about what's going on. You go from there. So it's ready to run. Basically given a breakdown of what's been implemented. So let's test it. Where'd my notepad go? Do the blank notepad. All right, so the default hotkeys, which you can configure yourself, are Control and Control. So both keys at the same time. Oh, I gotta launch it first. Oops. So let me go to the folder, go ahead and launch it. And what happens is the initial run, it's going to take a minute for it to download the model which basically is the voice-to-text model that's been trained on this process. That's a dumb interpretation of it, but that's the idea. Once it loads, you'll get this little icon here, then you can run it. So we're testing it. I'm gonna, I guess, ramble on and just see how it works and blah, blah, blah. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. It works pretty good, right? I do see some weirdness once in a while, so it's not completely clean, but it works consistently for what I do. But like if I open up the mic and I don't say anything, sometimes I see thank you. So I'm just going to go quiet here for a second. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's a bug or just, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to work on that. But one thing you'll notice is, the grammar's not great. Sometimes it might miss a word when I say Claude code. It comes across as cloud code. Not a big deal when you're feeding it into an LLM. It will definitely understand where you're going from. You could, if you wanted to, enhance this tool so it will update the text to make it more coherent for folks. If you want to do this, say, in your email application, you could add that feature. I probably will myself at some point, but not for today. Anyway, yeah, so it's pretty good. And so you can see, did it get cloud code? Yeah, see, it still did it. So sometimes it might miss a word when I say Claude code. That's what I said, but it come out cloud code. But again, it's not a big deal if you're just feeding it to an LLM. It'll clean it up for you, or it'll just understand what you're trying to say. So the idea here is if you want to do this, all you need to do is take this build prompt, run it in your IDE of choice. You can do command line if that's what you prefer. You can use Claude Code desktop application, whatever, and it will build it for you. If you have any problems, feel free to hit me up on YouTube. I'm willing to help. Yeah, just let me know. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I'll put more details in the description on where you can get the build prompt. But thanks for checking out this video.